The pandemic is unbearable and the healthcare infrastructure of India is creaking. There's vaccine shortage in India. Queues are piling up, putting global vaccine supply chains at risk. These are some of the headlines that scream at you from international news organizations. And yet, when it comes to seeking answers on the origins of COVID-19 and who exactly is responsible, one is met with utter silence. Namaste and welcome to New India Junction. I'm your host, Nivedita Tiwari. Does the Western media have one set of standards for India and another set for China? We have reasons to believe so, especially going by the coverage on COVID's repeated waves or even its origin. The story of the botched World Health Organization investigation on the pandemic has been met with unseen levels of deference. It is almost as if the job of covering up China's tracks lies not just with the governing body of the WHO, which incidentally is a casualty of China's predatory diplomacy. Picture the reportage of The Guardian. On the one hand, it says that the WHO investigation into COVID-19 origins offers no quick answers. On the other hand, it is quick to point out that a tsunami of cases has occurred in the second wave, battering India. Moreover, the paper is rather easy on China with respect to the multiple waves of COVID occurring there subsequently. In fact, it chooses to talk about the color-coded buildings in its efforts to roll out COVID vaccines. Or perhaps one could look at the elite science magazine, Nature. It has chosen to focus on India's vaccine woes and concentrate on how it threatens the world's supply chain. In contrast, China's vaccine, CoronaVac, is regarded immediately beneficial in countries with raging outbreak, despite its much lower efficacy rate. This, despite the predatory approach taken by China, while India's vaccine Maitri has been doing more to help the world than any Western nation. Ironically, the vaccination rate of India and China are not very different. Even if one discounts these issues as mere oversight, the pattern just does not go away. See the contrast in the coverage of the hunger migrants in India during the lockdown versus the near silence on severe food shortages in Jilin during a recent COVID-induced lockdown and people being jailed for saying they had gone hungry for 10 days. So why is there panic for India and silence for China? There's much talk about a rules-based world order. However, looking at the difference in rhetoric over India and China, one wonders who these rules are really meant for. One can perhaps also be charitable to the news organizations reporting out of China. Perhaps they risk their very existence by being inside China. Upsetting China can mean having people thrown in jail and facing execution, as the Trudeau government of Canada learned in the Meng Wanzhou case. What is unfortunate, however, is that the sense of fairness and objectivity awakens only when one has to report about India. As India's External Affairs Minister had once remarked, the West keeps perpetuating the Goldilocks principle for India, neither too weak nor too strong. Media organizations of the West seem to be a step further in that direction. India can never get anything right, only China can. We can only hope that better sense will prevail one day and there will be greater objectivity on reporting about India. And the Western media will have the same set of rules for everyone before pronouncing judgment. Keep watching New India Junction. Namaste.